This is one of my favorite casseroles to make, and I know you guys are gonna be so obsessed. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love, and today we are gonna be making a crack chicken. All right guys, so let's get started with our recipe. So we have 2 chicken breasts. These have already been washed and dried. So now we're just gonna put them into our pot. So you can make this in the Instapot, crock pot, stove top, however you want. We're making it in the Instapot, a little pressure cooker. And let's go ahead and put that to the side. Then we have our bone broth. And everything that I'm using, I will link it down below for you so you know exactly what I'm using. So that's bone broth. Then we have some ranch seasoning. And this is store-bought. If you want a homemade, I will link another video down below that has a homemade ranch recipe, okay? And so now we have our little cream cheese. So we're gonna put half of the block. We're gonna save this for later. I will show you what we will be doing with this. And now we're just gonna add a little bit of pepper. Oopsie. So that's pretty much it. Throw everything in. We're gonna cook this really quickly. I will show you. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna put our little lid. This is just a basic pressure cooker. We're gonna put it on pressure, custom, and we're gonna put this cook it for 15 minutes. Start. And I will show you what we're doing from here. Now I have some bacon and we're gonna cook this stovetop, so let's go to the stove. Okay, so we're gonna cancel and then we're gonna release. So we're just gonna transfer our chicken and our cream cheese. Now, if you're cooking this in the pressure cooker, then you would just throw everything in at once and just let it cook throughout the day. But this is like a faster method. So now, we're gonna grab the rest of the cream cheese, okay? So let's just shred our chicken and we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients. Okay. So it shreds pretty easily. Okay, so now that our chicken is pretty much shredded, we're gonna add the rest of the cream cheese. We are going to add our sharp cheddar cheese. And if you don't want to use sharp cheddar, you can obviously use your favorite cheese. You can use probably mozzarella. You know, mozzarella is nice and it gives like the pool. And then let's mix. Okay, so we're gonna add a little bit of black pepper. Just a little. I love black pepper. And give that a good little mix. And now what we're gonna do is set this aside. So we can cut, we're gonna chop our bacon. And I ended up using 6 pieces, but you can use the whole pack, you know? This is your casserole. Put the bacon in. So we have a little bit of mozzarella cheese. This is optional. I'm just doing this so that we have a nice, beautiful little picture. It's gonna give you like that little crisp on top. And that was like the whole point of this extra step. Cause you, again, remember, you don't have to bake this. You can make it all in your pressure cooker. And then our bacon. All right guys, so our casserole is all done. Make sure that your oven is preheated at 350 degrees. And we're baking this for 10 minutes. Beauty. Our cracked chicken is out. Wow, beautiful. All right guys, so our casserole is done, and now for the taste test. This is one of my favorite casseroles to make, and I know you guys are gonna be so obsessed. It's so good. You guys are, honestly, you guys are gonna love this casserole, and it's so simple. You can make this in your pressure cooker, stovetop. So if you guys love creamy, cheesy casseroles, this one is absolutely delicious. You have the cheese, you have the creaminess from the cream cheese, the crunch from the bacon I think is crucial. Like it just gives it that like crunch element that I feel like because everything else is soft, it really, really makes a difference. So you guys have to use bacon. If you want to add way more than the 6 strips, then you definitely can. But don't leave out the bacon. So if you don't eat bacon, you can use like a turkey bacon or a beef bacon. And if you want something like a little lighter, then you can also use like a bell pepper. You know, chop up bell peppers, that's gonna give it that crunch that you're not gonna get from like the creaminess. But yeah, I can't wait for you guys to make this. Make sure that you tag me so I can see your recreations. Also, this recipe is a printable recipe and I'm gonna leave the link in the description below. So that takes you to my website, which is lowcarblove.com, where I have this recipe as well as exclusive recipes that are nowhere else except for my website. So make sure that you do check that out. And if you still want a little more of me, make sure that you follow me on Instagram and on TikTok, where I show additional meal ideas as well as a glimpse into my everyday life. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I love you and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. Here we have 4 ounces of cream cheese. And so now we're gonna mix everything in. So this is a 1/4 cup of sour cream. We're gonna put that right in. And then we have a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. We're gonna put that right in. And then our seasoning. So here we have 1/2 tablespoon of garlic powder. And then we have 1/2 tablespoon of dried parsley. We have a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper and a 1/4 teaspoon of our salt. And of course I'm using real salt. I'll link it down below. It's a healthy salt that is unprocessed, unrefined, and it comes straight from the mine in Utah. So let's go ahead and get this all mixed together. And this is, essentially this is like your homemade ranch. This would be different than if you were adding it to a salad, okay? So this is for this casserole. It's absolutely delicious. You guys are gonna be so obsessed with this, I'm telling you. Have you ever tried a chicken bacon ranch casserole? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love, and today we're gonna be making a keto chicken bacon ranch casserole. So this is, the best way to describe it is like the filling from the chicken bakes from Costco, but of course this is homemade. It's a super clean version and you guys have to try this. Have you ever tried making a cracked chicken casserole? Let me show you how I made this. So I went the easy route and I ended up using a rotisserie chicken. I added my cream cheese, mozzarella, bacon, gave that a good mix. Then I seasoned it with garlic powder and my homemade ranch seasoning. I topped it off with a little more cheese, bacon. I threw it under the broiler for 5 minutes and guys, this turned out cheesy and delicious. It's honestly the perfect dinner with a side salad.